Hi guys, this is going to be another Walking Dead Q&A video. This is number 10 leading up to episode 9. First question is, which character death would make the show drop? Rick, Carl, Glenn, Daryl, Carol. I think if Rick died, the show would be over. Another one would probably be Carol to a certain point and Daryl to a certain point. But the one that would basically kill the show, I think, would be Rick. Carl and Glenn, I don't think so. It probably would drop slightly, but nothing major or anything. Same thing goes with Daryl and Carol. I know there's a lot of Daryl and Carol fans. Definitely the show would drop a couple million views, but it wouldn't kill the show. The show would continue to go on. So my answer for this question is Rick. I think if Rick died, the show would be over. Maybe a couple seasons later, but it would be over. The next question is, will we see who dies in the Season 6 finale, or will we have to wait until Season 7? Negan killing a main cast member, they could go either way, but my opinion is since AMC likes to stretch things out, they like to do filler and stretch things out a lot, I think they're going to end up going with a cliffhanger type of ending. That's going to suck, but I think that's where they're going. I think we're just going to see Negan swing the bat, but we're going to see him in first person. We're not actually going to see who dies until Season 7. We're going to probably kind of know who it is, but maybe in Season 7 they'll change that up a little. I think that's the reason behind it, because maybe now they have a specific person they like to kill, but maybe in Season 7 they like to change that. So maybe us just seeing the first person gives them more of a chance to change it, rather than just seeing it there and then having to worry about another storyline. So since, like I said, it is storytelling, it is AMC, it is a TV series, they're going to stretch it out. It's just going to see the first person, and that will be it. We're going to have to find out till Season 7, which sucks because we would have to wait 6 months to find out. So that kind of sucks. I think that's where they're going. Next question is, do you think there should be more kid zombies in The Walking Dead? We've seen a couple. One in the series premiere, Season 1. We saw one in Season 5 with Carol and Daryl. Little zombie that killed Tyrese, so we saw that one. But throughout, we never really seen too many. If you count Sophia, that's another one, but that's only like 4 or 5. So I definitely do think there should be more kid zombies in the series, but I think the reasoning behind it is that maybe since everyone else is bigger, like body size and everything, I think they just ate them all. And since their bodies are so small, if they take like a big chunk out of them, they're not going to be able to walk or anything. So I think that's the reasoning behind it. I think it does make sense if you think about it realistically. Because if a horde of walkers comes after a kid, there isn't going to be anything left. If they come after a guy like David, when he was against the fence like this, afterwards there was still some stuff left. So if it was a kid, I tend to think that there isn't going to be anything left to walk around. So I think that's the reasoning behind there not being any more kid zombies that there should. I definitely think there should be more, because it would be more interesting to see different types of zombies and everything, not just adults but kids. But I think that's the reason behind it. There isn't any because all the zombies ate them. The next one's from Lowno Gamer. He says, do they do the show the same way as the comics? This was a comment that he left yesterday. I decided to include it in this video because it is an interesting question. I'm actually going to do a comparison video pretty soon, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, once I record it and everything, because it is going to take time. There is definitely a lot of differences between the show and the comics. If you watch the show, you should definitely read the comics, because it's basically a different story. It's the same exact story, but they're taking little, like, diversions and everything, like different roads, but they do get to the exact same location. Carol died a long time ago in the comics. Andrea is still alive in the comics. So those are major differences that impacted this show. Sasha doesn't exist. Earl and Daryl do not exist. Beth, Bob, T-Dog, those guys don't exist. So there's a lot of characters in the TV series, at least about 30% of them do not exist in the comics. That gives you an idea of how different the show actually is. The show and the comic are definitely very different. The next question is from Stoic Gaming. If you watch The Flash, do you think that Zoom is Barry's dad? I do think it's somebody from Barry's family. I do think that Barry's dad is Zoom. He doesn't know a lot about Barry, and it kind of seems that Barry and Zoom are kind of related, or at least they know each other to a certain point. So my answer for this one is going to be yes, I think he is his dad from Earth 2. This will be the final question for this Q&A. This one's from Maverick Green. He says, With Dragon Ball Super, do you think we will see some kind of version of Broly in order to make him canon? And when do you think they will refer to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, as Super Saiyan Blue? Okay, so you have two questions. The first question is, will they introduce Broly into this series to make him canon? I hope they do, because he is an awesome character. He's one of my favorites, and up there with Vegeta, Goku, and everyone else. So he's definitely one of my favorite villains. I think they will. They brought back Freezer. So since they brought back Freezer, I tend to think they're going to bring other characters back. But I do think they're going to bring him back, to answer your question. The next question is, will they refer to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan as Super Saiyan Blue? I think that this is the name they picked out for the show. I know a lot of people want to see that because it is the manga, it is a show, so they're connected, right? So my answer for this one is no. I think this is the name they picked out for the show, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I know it's weird because it is long and everything. I kind of learned to accept it at this point. I know it is weird, but I tend to think they're not going to change it. I think this is the name they picked out for the show. So thanks for your question. That's it for this Q&A. My next Q&A will probably be in a few days from now, 3 or 4 days from now, so stay tuned. I'm doing a top 10 favorite characters for Season 6 tomorrow, so look up for that. And that's it. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, please share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to get the latest Walking Dead news, reviews, and predictions, please subscribe. That's it for this video. See you guys next time, and thanks for watching.